What companies could be next as takeover targets? That's the key question. Let's bring in Tim Rezvan of Keybanc. Tim, it's good to have you on. What's left? We've seen so much M&A in the Permian specifically. What's actually left in terms of possible takeover targets?
Yeah, thanks for having me. There are some targets left, but they're much smaller than what we saw with Endeavor. Endeavor was really the last, crown jewel that was hanging out there as a private operator. And I think if you go down into the mid and small cap space, there are opportunities, but those are going to be more targeted mergers that really aren't needle movers for larger companies, such as what you saw with Exxon and Pioneer.
Okay. I mean, are there other oil fields? Are there other geographic locations that could be compelling in terms of future consolidation, especially when we are talking about an energy sector where free cash flow has been very strong as investors have pushed for that in recent years, and you have all of these companies that are looking to put their money to use in more thoughtful ways?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think looking at natural gas is really the next wave of M&A that we're going to see. We've been hearing a lot of rumors about acquisitions on that side. The Chesapeake Southwestern News was the first one to get across the finish line amid a very volatile natural gas market. And I think the economies of scale there and the advantages of one company, Chesapeake, getting an enormous footprint right near the LNG export facilities, that's going to be really interesting. Within natural gas, I think you should look to Appalachia for more mergers. It's a growth-constrained area. So if you think about developing into the lowest cost exploitation model, an M&A opportunities where you lower interest expense, remove G&A, makes a lot of sense on that theme.
So is that bad for, at least in the near term, larger natural gas stocks, because the market's been valuing them higher already, and there's a tendency when some kind of M&A activity gets announced for the acquirer stock to take a hit?
Yeah, I mean, for sure that natural gas markets are not reflecting today's prices. They're reflecting the upside that investors are debating in 2025 and beyond. But the Chesapeake Southwestern story had been thrown around for quite a while. There really isn't another one that's out there. I think you would see targeted, opportunistic M&A, and I don't think it'd be a sell the news type event. You'd have to analyze everyone from a bottoms-up perspective. But now that we have real interest rates and the cost of capital is a real thing, credit facilities are charging 7-8% for companies. The ability to get bigger and lower the cost of capital, really means something. So I think those are the real true synergies that companies can demonstrate are going to be what matters to investors.
Okay, so maybe give us some names. If you're an investor looking at the smaller natural gas names, perhaps those more likely to get acquired, but you're looking for value because you don't want to suppose you can pick exactly what's going to get acquired, where do you look?
Yeah, I don't want to step outside my coverage universe, but one in that ballpark we'd mentioned is one we've written about quite a bit, Gulfport Energy, ticker GPOR. The company emerged from restructuring 2.5 years ago, has a very clean balance sheet and a pretty good, it's really Ohio-based in the Utica Shale growth, outlook. And that's one that I think would be pretty compelling to a larger major. That one has re-rated quite a bit over the last year. So that's the one that I would point out in that area. And then also on the M&A theme, I think if you look to South Texas instead of West Texas, the Eagle Ford Shale is a mature shale play that has a new life with multiple producing horizons, oil and gas inventory. I think that's another area you could see kind of more consolidation coming.